Canada is best known for two things, multiculturalism and hockey. But do these two parts of our national identity actually go together? Sometimes they can. For example, since 2008, the Hockey Night in Canada Punjabi broadcast has been providing an alternative vision of hockey media for Canadians. And in 2011, Breakaway debuted at the Toronto International Film Festival, offering an entry point to discuss how racialized families must navigate heritage, hockey, and home in Canada. Other times, the concepts of multiculturalism and hockey clash, like in 2013 when Nabil Karim and Gurdeep Ahluwalia hosted TSN Sports Centre together for the first time, and this move was met with anything but a welcoming response. What does all this mean, and how do we reconcile these developments in a country that believes hockey can serve as a common denominator in a self-identified multicultural nation?
My name is Courtney Szto, and I'm a PhD candidate in communications at Fraser University. My research looks at the intersections of race, hockey, and citizenship in Canada. The larger story of hockey in Canada has been told as if racialized Canadians do not exist, either as participants or simply as Canadians. Thus, if our national winter pastime is decidedly Canadian, the question of who is Canadian becomes a negotiation that takes place on the ice, in motion, and in the everyday.
National pastimes are important because they provide insight into who is valued in the nation. And unfortunately, there are many Canadians missing from this particular narrative. We like to think we are a pretty diverse country, but if we use our Olympic hockey rosters as one metric of Canadian diversity, Canada's game fails to represent many of Canada's people.
So I've been talking to South Asian hockey players, parents, and coaches about their experiences around Canada's game, because as it turns out, no one's ever actually asked Canadians of color about their experiences in hockey. South Asians have a long history in Canada, and it's important to acknowledge that post-9/11 incidents of hate crimes against South Asian communities have been on the rise. Yet many South Asians are also fervent hockey fans. So is a love of hockey enough to bring us all together? My doctoral research attempts to enhance our national hockey narrative by including voices that are proudly Canadian yet are often met with questions of belonging. Who has been missing from our hockey history and by extension Canada's history? Which people does hockey bring together? Why isn't there more diversity at the higher levels of the sport? And what are the implications of increasing South Asian involvement in Canada's game? So why does any of this matter? Because by erasing the contributions and experiences of racialized Canadians, we deny certain citizens visibility and legitimacy. And by ignoring hockey's racial history, we also miss out on the opportunity to celebrate Canada's racial heroes. It also begs the question, if in 2017 we aren't actually a country that welcomes difference, what are we? Is this still Canada's game?